Now, insertion sort is the slightly more, typically it's slightly more efficient. Here's how that one goes. It's a little tougher to get. J starts at 1 because it's going to go backwards. We assume that the first element is a sorted list. Because if I have the number 5, is that sorted? Yeah, it's sorted. There are no bigger elements to the left and no smaller elements to the right. It's just a 5. Technically, that's sorted. So we skip that first element. We go through the whole list, and as we go through this pass, we get the element we're currently at, the very next element, and we say, okay, its new possible index is going to shift. Right now, both elements of J and the new possible index are in the same place. Now, keep going so long as possible index is greater than 0, and that element that we're currently at is less than the elements at my new possible index. We're checking the one before it. So if the one at 1 is smaller than the one at 0, it's going to enter the while loop, change change that one, the one before it, subtract 1 from possible index. Temp still holds the old value, but now we've moved this one up, or moved it back. What happens is, I'll go ahead and draw it. So we had 4, 2, 5. J equals 1, so J is pointing right here, yeah? Temp equals 2, right? Or equals the array at J, right? This one. Yeah, J is the index, and then T equals, the value. Elements at J, which is 2. Possible index is going to equal J, which is 1. So J equals 1. Possible index equals 1. J equals 1. Is possible index greater than 0? Yeah. And temp is less than the one before it, possible index minus 1, which would be 0, so it's this one. Is temp less than that one? Yes. So then in that case, elements at the possible index, which is here, equals the one before it. So 2 becomes 4. And we subtract 1 from possible index. We go up. Possible index is no longer greater than 0. So the elements at possible index, which is 0, now equals temp, which equals 2. Changing this 4 into a 2. We have now sorted the first two numbers in our array. 2, 4. And then the next one will be 5. A little weirder. Honestly, this one is one of the ones that took me a long time to actually kind of get.